Stop scrolling WrestleMania. 41 just flipped the entire WWE universe on its head in one night of pure chaos. The wait is officially over, and the bells have finally tolled. Jey Uso's ERA begins Paul Heyman, shocking betrayal. Logan Co's Styles. Becky smashes Mania return. McIntyre Street Fight Revenge. Hit that subscribe button, and let's break down every shocking twist that made WrestleMania 41 the most unpredictable show in recent memory. Yee era begins. Yeet! WrestleMania 41 just detonated the doubters as Jey Uso wrapped a sleeper around Gunther's neck, wrenched the tap, and hoisted the World Heavyweight Championship while 60,000 voices roared his one-syllable mantra. 2 years ago, he was Roman's hype man. Tonight, he's Raw's new alpha because the Yeet movement refused to quiet down. Every super kick, every crowd surf entrance amplified that bond until Creative had to strap a rocket to his back. Twitter trolls sneered he was just a catchphrase. Yet Triple H told the press the magic is tangible. They believe in him. Belief flipped a tag team lifer into a singles headliner, the same road Austin, Michaels, and Edge once walked, and Jey attacked the moment like it was his last sunset, admitting he's only got a couple of years left in him. Confetti rained Yeet green. Uso pounded his chest, screamed for the day ones as the internet melted over next steps. Gunther's rematch clause, Seth Rollins lurking with Heyman machinations, and a title-hungry bloodline that may test Big Brother's crown. Winning was step one. Defending is the best history judges champions by mileage, not ignition, and a locker room of bruisers wants the keys. For now, the cynics swallow a new reality. Star power isn't about size or moveset complexity, it's resonance, and Uso tuned an entire stadium to his frequency. Monday nights have a fresh battle cry, and if you're still team no yeet, better invest in earplugs because the chant's only getting louder. Triple H summed it up best: momentum like this is undeniable, and when a wave's that real, the office either surfs or gets swept away. Welcome to the Yeet era. Paul Heyman, shocking betrayal. Paul Heyman just detonated the loudest double cross in WrestleMania history, turning on both his tribal chief Roman Reigns and longtime best friend CM Punk in the same heartbeat. So Seth freaking Rollins could steal night one glory. Here's how the carnage unfolded. The triple threat main event was already chaos, tables shattered, a fake Shield reunion teased, spears and go-to-sleeps flying, when all three gladiators collapsed and Heyman slithered in with a steel chair, the ultimate swing vote. First he teased loyalty by handing the weapon to Punk, then mule-kicked Punk south of heaven, flipped the chair to Reigns, and urged Roman to finish the straight-edge savior, but the Wiseman's dagger had a second edge because just as the tribal chief cocked back, Heyman drilled him with a low blow so vicious the sold-out Allegiant Stadium gasp drowned the commentary desk. Seth popped to his feet like a man who just cashed in destiny, kissed the chair, cracked Roman's spine in a Shield callback frenzy, and curb stomped the champion into the mat for the 3 count, leaving Punk and Reigns side by side, betrayed, battered, and staring at the skylights while Rollins hoisted gold and Heyman smirked at his new investment. A betrayal stacked on a betrayal, the kind that rewires every storyline heading into night 2. Vegas fans chanted, "You sold out," as Pyro reigned, but Heyman didn't flinch. 12 years after masterminding Punk's reign and a decade after crowning Roman, he's now aligned with the architect he once tried to destroy, proving Heyman's only real client is power itself. What's next? A bloodline in shambles, a Punk hell-bent on revenge, and a Messiah backed by the shrewdest mind in wrestling night 2 just became must-watch. Because if Heyman can knife 2 legends in one night, imagine what he'll sacrifice to keep Rollins on the throne. Logan Co's Styles. Logan Paul just silenced every "you don't belong here" chant by knocking AJ Styles' lights out at WrestleMania 41, stretching his Mania record to a spotless 3-0, and proving that viral audacity plus brass knuckles beats pure ring pedigree on the biggest stage. The matchup opened with Styles dictating a technical clinic snapmares, calf killer feints, a springboard forearm that clipped Paul's jaw, yet the social media mogul survived long enough for chaos to arrive ringside. One of Logan's entourage hopped the apron to pass covert hardware, only to get bulldozed by a surprise Karrion Kross run-in, the same man Styles flattened on Raw last week. Kross screamed, "Finish him!" But Styles, blood boiling, clocked the henchman, shoved the influencer's buddy to the floor, and punched Kross square in the face, giving Logan the 3-second window every showman prays for. As Styles slid back under the ropes, he ate a thunderous, one lucky punch right hook camera frame froze on sweat beads, flying followed by the savage pulverizer slam, and the ref's hand hit 3 while Allegiant Stadium erupted in half boos, half stunned cheers. Logan crawled to the hard cam, kissed the US title tattoo he hasn't even won yet, screamed, "I'm the algorithm now," and posted a selfie mid-pyro, while Dr. WrestleMania trended 1 million tweets in 10 minutes. Commentary reminded skeptics that Paul also pinned Randy Orton and Kevin Owens last year, making tonight the moment the YouTuber vaulted from attraction to legitimate finisher thread on every veteran scouting report. Cross's motives remain murky. Did he sabotage Styles or try to help? But what's clear is AJ's obsession with outside beef cost him the match, and Logan Paul just bought another year of spotlight with one highlight reel swing. Drop W or L in the chat, tag the friend who still calls him a part-timer, and remember, in 2025, clout isn't currency, it's championship material. Becky smashes, Mania return. Becky Lynch just exploded back onto the WrestleMania stage after 11 months off the grid, storming Allegiant Stadium to rescue Lyra Valkyria and steal the women's tag team championships from Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez in a shock swap that turned the Vegas crowd nuclear. The match graphic originally read mystery partner, and speculation ran from Bayley to Naomi, but when the man's music hit, Morgan's grin evaporated faster than pyro smoke and 60,000 fans roared like it was 2019. Valkyria, already the dual belt phenom holding the women's IC title, tagged in Lynch for the hot burst. Forearm flurry, Bexploder, missile dropkick, then a manhandle slam that pancaked Liv and wiped a year's worth of ring rust in one thud. Raquel tried to break the fall, but ate a Valkyria spinning heel kick, stacking the champions as Becky hooked both legs and clenched a 1-2-3 that felt like a seismic reset of the division. Post-bell, Lynch hoisted one strap skyward while Lyra draped the other over her IC gold, the pair posing with an Irish tricolor overlay on the LED canyon as commentary shouted, "Double champions." Social feeds immediately lit up. Was Bayley's backstage mystery attack a Lynch undercover op? Did creative just birth an Irish super team ready to unify belts? And how will Damage Cuttrell respond now that the man holds leverage on both tag and singles fronts? Remember, Becky's last WWE sighting was a steel cage loss to Morgan back in May. Tonight she reversed that receipt and reminded everyone why her pop rival Stone Cold's. With Netflix Raw on deck and Valkyria scheduled for a title defense next month, the women's roster is officially on notice because when Becky returns, history says championships change hands, ratings spike, and somebody's about to taste another manhandle slam. Drew McIntyre just turned the Sin City Street Fight into his payback casino, bulldozing Damian Priest through 2 stacked tables, and Claymore kicking a chair into Priest's skull to settle a year-long grudge under WrestleMania 41's neon lights. The Scottish Warrior opened Hot Future Shock DDT on the ring steps, live tweeting, "Still bored at work, LOL," while Priest gasped on the floor, then weaponized everything Vegas could comp, chairs, stairs, even the crowd's a yow when Priest reversed a suplex onto steel. But the turning point came when Drew launched Priest from the top rope like a busted slot machine, the crash splitting plywood and memory foam in one splintered roar. Priest staggered back in, head framed perfectly in a corner wedge chair, and McIntyre detonated the Claymore herd round the strip, pinning the man who stole his world title last year, when Punk cashed in the MITB case. Commentary called it karma and combat boots, as Drew mouthed "debt paid" to the hard cam. Social feeds instantly debated if Priest's luck is gone or merely reloading for a rematch clause, but the record books now show McIntyre 1 Priest 0 on the biggest stage. Remember, Priest had humiliated Drew at WrestleMania 40, Royal Rumble, and Elimination Chamber. Tonight the ledger flipped, Batista style, with 1 boot and a bounce. With world champ Jey Uso shouting yeet backstage and Gunther demanding next crack. Raw's heavyweight lane is gridlocked, yet McIntyre just punched his fast pass by proving revenge sells louder than gold. Drop your rating out of 5 chairs, tag the mate who doubted the Claymore, and brace for Raw on Netflix where the Sin City Chips could cash again because Drew walked in bored at work and clocked out a winner while Priest's face print is still drying on that Vegas steel. I hope you enjoy the WrestleMania 41 news, so kindly like and subscribe to our channel for upcoming news. Thanks for watching.